All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And I just want to put this up real quick. So we were having technical difficulties, and it's so funny that Sith Lord puts this up. Shout out to Sith Lord. You are the real MVP. He says, "Did you try turning it off, then on again?" And we literally did that.
Yeah, we did.
So funny. So funny. Shout out to Sith Lord. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for being patient while we start late today. I apologize for that, but technical difficulties. But let's check in with the chat real quick here. Let's see. Back from the Dead is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Fastback is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Shout out to my buddy Doggy Dog 420. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Who else we got? Then you had my apologies. Oh, Lost Boomer is in the house. He says he's late again, but you know what, Lost Boomer, you were before us. We were late. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Be Nice is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. You are the real MVP. Shout out to Chael Walker. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Sith Lord brings up something we will probably talk about here today, that the canceled 2 games this week, 8 games in 2 years. It's the Series S fault. Yeah. We'll probably talk about that a little bit here. Lady Luna is in the house. Shout out to my mom. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Big B Money is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are a real MVP. He says, "What up? What's up, Army Xbox? Xbox got a lot of great demos for free. Free check it out. I'm playing Tekken 8 demos. So great. Okay, cool. Oh, they got a lot of free demos. The demos are out for free today. Yeah. Berserker, the last Berserker Kazan or something is out free right now with a free demo. So yes, demos is what he meant. Yes. Terry, another week has passed by. What have you been playing this week?
I think I did a little more Dark Tide.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a little more Snow Runner from what I remember. Oh, and I think maybe I gotta remember back from like Monday. Okay, that's the last time I played. So I think it was a little Dark Tide and a little bit of Snow Runner.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess. I'm loving that game. It's like a strategic hack and slash. And I've gotten to the point where levels are difficult. So it's so funny because you don't grind you grind what do they call, like mubas or something like that? I don't know, it's some sort of Japanese snack. And it gives you, and with that, it's your XP, and with the XP, you're able to upgrade yourself or your soldiers. And it's so funny, like I'll go into a level fully upgraded, and it's like, nope, there's a fully defense one, or your soldiers only. And I'm like, I have everything wrong equipped, and it makes it so much more difficult. Or I'll go in there with everything equipped for my soldiers, and it's like, nope, you got no soldiers, it's just you. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Every level's a surprise. I love it. I love it. So yeah. What else have I been playing? Oh yeah, still playing some metaphor. Not some metaphor. What am I playing? Theater Rhythm. Some Theater Rhythm ReFantazio on my Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. I love my Nintendo Switch. I can't wait for the Switch 2. It got announced. Everybody should take notes, especially Xbox, because I know Xbox wants to do a mobile console, so they need to take notes on the Switch 2 and see what success looks like. Are you going to get a Switch 2?
I don't know. I mean, I almost don't use my Switch at all as is, so I don't really see a reason for me to upgrade. I don't play it enough. So, and I'm mad. I'm mad that they went with Switch 2. Like I was last week. I was like adamant that they were not going to fall into that, sequential numbering thing, and they did it. I'm so mad.
I don't know, I'm just so hyped because like new consoles are always hype me up. As a console collector, they always hype me up. So yeah. And did you notice, Terry, the glider's gone?
The glide?
The glider, yeah, the glider, the rocking chair, they're both gone.
Yeah, you only had the glider last week, and now you have 2 full sofas, like chairs, like crazy.
Absolutely, yeah. By the way, Terry, I think the second program you're running messed up your mic. It goes quiet a lot. Just an FYI. Let's check in with the chat. Degina joins us. Shout out to Degina. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, hey, everyone. Hope we all had a good weekend. We did. And shout out to Degina, again, part of the Xbox Party Network podcast. Yeah, love that podcast. Whenever I can listen to it. You guys are on while at 2 o'clock. I don't get out of work till 5. You guys are on like at 2 o'clock local time. And so sometimes I can listen to you, sometimes I can't. So yeah. Let's see. Fastback says he's been playing Super Volley Blast with his daughter. Never heard of it. I don't know what Super Volley is. Let's see. Doggy Dog says he's been playing Legend of Mana. Think that's awesome. Legend of Mana can't go wrong. Doggy Dog says, "Oh my god, I hope the Xbox handheld isn't as underpowered as the Switch Pro, Switch 2." Oh man, you guys want all this power, but are you ready to put out all the money? Takes money to please you guys, obviously. Yeah. I can't wait to see the new main Mario game for Switch 2. We'll see what it is. Everybody's saying that it's going to be Mario Kart 9, so we'll see. We'll see what comes up. But yeah, Xbox, take notes on success, man. The PS2 keeps finding more sales again to try to stay ahead of the Switch. So it's just hilarious to me how they're like, we can't lose the more sales. Find me more sales. Oh, we found an extra 300,000, sir. That's so stupid. Oh my god. When you can't admit defeat, that's just petty. Yeah, so that's just petty. All right, but let's get into the news. We're going to start with some announcements real quick, as we always do. So let me make sure I have everything set right. So first is Microsoft is reportedly working on 4K streaming for Xbox Cloud Gaming. Reports suggest that Xbox X Cloud Gaming has hit a new usage milestone, with Microsoft working on more improvements such as 4K streaming, PC game support, and more. So this was actually written on a huge article by Windows Central. Like, I'm talking like a 10-page article. It was insanely long. So I came over to True Achievements, who summarized it. Shout out to Tom West for summarizing, because holy cow. And I like going here because they cite the source. So the source is cited right here. Right. So just the bullet points real quick, guys. Xbox Cloud Gaming has reportedly hit a new usage milestone. What exactly that milestone is, I have no idea if it's users, but it has to be users. Microsoft is apparently working on 4K streaming and PC game support, as they should. So I play Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess on cloud all the time. And when I play it on a big screen, such as my monitors or my TVs, it looks not 4K. Where if I play it on my TV natively on my Xbox, it looks great, fantastic, 4K. And it also doesn't look washed out. It's weird. Like, I think cloud gaming kind of has like a weird washout effect. Not terrible, but not ideal. But I do love my cloud gaming, as I still think cloud gaming is incredible. Non-Game Pass titles will reportedly be added to cloud gaming via content drops. Okay, that's the one I'm most interested in about. First off, Terry, 4K streaming, are you in?
I can't do 4K. We had this conversation. I think 4K streaming is great, though, for those who have, the 4K capabilities. I think that's going to be great. That's going to make a lot of people very happy. I unfortunately cannot take part. So, I mean,
live in the now. Go get yourself a TV. Live in the now.
I don't know anybody that really supports that, though. Like, Twitch doesn't support 4K. YouTube doesn't really support 4K, like, truly. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird. Last year, mouse and keyboard support was added for multiple xCloud gaming titles on PC, and it looks like we might also see PC only titles jump into the service in the future. Well, I think that's great that PC only titles are dropping into cloud gaming. Again, this leads to fragmentation, and fragmented systems are very hard to maintain. You lay off the wrong person, or the wrong person leaves, and that fragmentation tracking goes away. Just throwing it out there, just throwing it out there. Yeah. My buddy Doggy Dog brings up a good point here. He says, right, Axel, the PS2 has sold more than the Series X and S this year. What a bunch of crap. Yeah, agreed. Agreed, Doggy. Yeah, somehow they sold more. But on the topic of more supported games, Jez Corden reports that more buy-to-own xCloud games will be added to the service incrementally. In November, Microsoft added cloud gaming to support 50 games outside the Game Pass catalog, which, by the way, if you are on pause the article here for a minute. Time for a little commentary from me. If the game is on cloud gaming and I see it play your game on cloud, like Final Fantasy 7 Pixel or 5, the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Hogwarts Legacy, all kinds of those titles, if they are added before I know, before I purchase the game, I am buying digital because that's how much I love cloud gaming. It just gives me more places to access my games, and it's great. It's great, right, Terry? This is the future.
Future.
That's right. So my physical collection might be almost as big as it's going to get if Xbox continues this amazing dropping of games into cloud gaming. Continuing with the article, allowing Ultimate subscribers to stream their own games. We're yet to see any other titles get cloud gaming support, but Microsoft reportedly plans to support additional titles via semi-regular content drops as it expands its network storage capacity. I'm going to guess that's going to be like maybe once every 6 months. What do you think, Terry? How often do you think Xbox will add like 10 or 20 or whatever more games?
You're thinking once every 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it depends on the quality of games that they're going to be dropping. You know, if these are like bigger games that people would definitely want, then yeah, I could think 6 months is pretty fair. If it's not, then they'll probably, you know, push them out a lot more frequently. So, maybe 3 or 4 months. Maybe. Again, it comes down to the kind of games that you were talking about, though.
Okay. Yeah. So. And again, with Microsoft working on the handheld, future cloud improvements would be ideal. Absolutely. You know, that handheld isn't going to have the storage expansion ability that a console has or a PC has. So some games being able to be played on the cloud is going to be fantastic. And again, I just think it's going to be a great time for all of us. That's right. Doggy, are you good? Doggy's gonna 100%. You know what, Doggy? You trash the Nintendo Switch all day long. There's a question for my buddy Doggy, because he has a Nintendo Switch and he calls it his door stopper.
Door stopper.
You know, the only reason he bought it was for his daughter, so forth and so on, right? And watch iconic video games. It's so funny. Doggy's great. So I have a question, Doggy. Are you gonna buy the Xbox handheld? Or are you going to be doorstopper? Now, it is rumored to play games natively. You know what? Let me ask the chat. I know we've asked this, but will you buy the Xbox handheld to play games natively or via cloud? Native games only, cloud games only, or both. I'm using all my handheld. All right, here we go. We got a question in the chat. Everybody, be sure to vote. Let us know what you have. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Dreadpool just joined. Dreadpool just joined, and it said, shout out to Dread. Here he is. Shout out to Dreadpool. He just joined. And it's so funny because it announced that he joined, but he put zeros in his name instead of O's. It's like Dread POOL just joined. Shout out to Dread. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, and it looks like he's having issues. Let me take him out while he has issues here. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to keep him in here. No, I guess not. There we go. What's up, Dread?
What's going on, everyone?
Are you driving and streaming? Are you kidding me? Focus on the road, bro.
I am focused on the road. Not looking at you.
Shout out to Dread. Thank you so much for being here. How you been, Dread?
I've been doing good, with the exception of everything shutting down that we didn't realize we didn't shut down.
Did TikTok affect you that much?
TikTok, CapCut, Marvel Snap, and I'm still waiting to find out what else is cut off.
That's right. ByteDance has bit the dust.
Yes, it has.
See, that's what you get for being a Chinese spy. So yeah, shout out to Dread. Dread, what have you been playing this week?
What is it? The 9 monks of Shaolin.
I've heard of that game. I just can't remember.
Game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I'm gonna move it along. Let's see. Doggy Dog finally answered my question. He said, "No, I probably won't buy the Xbox handheld. No real reason for a handheld. No real reason." Oh my goodness. I
mean, I'm with him. Like, the way my life is, I don't need one.
Yeah. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, if I'm away from home, I'm working or driving. Neither go good with gaming. Yeah, I can see that. Cheeses Nasty's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, yes, I'm buying it. I prefer handheld. Yeah. I would expect the handheld to do both, like the console. Yeah, of course it's going to do both. Yeah. But, everybody's motivation for buying a piece of hardware is different. Right? So, yeah. Fastback says, I can use the Xbox handheld while watching a boring show with the wife. It's funny you say that because I sometimes stream on my computer here while my wife watches this TV behind me. And I love it. I don't know. I just love being in the same room with my wife. I love being close to her.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just being right next to them.
Absolutely. All right. So moving on. So the reports of who sold what is coming in, and I know that a lot of people are like, oh, my console sold more than your console. A lot of people are like that. Where did the Series X land? Where did the PlayStation land? All sorts of stuff. Well, where did the Nintendo Switch land? Well, it turns out that all of those consoles are losers because the number one selling console this Christmas was the Quest 3S, according to Amazon. Okay, according to Amazon. I'm not doing everywhere, just Amazon. So the Quest 3S, which is a great piece of hardware, by the way. I love the Quest. I'm all in the metaverse. Sold fantastic, and you get a free game, Batman Arkham Shadow, if you buy it right now. So it used to be you used to get Asgard's Wrath 2 free, and now you're getting Batman Arkham Shadow free. Shout out to Quest for giving everybody free games with the hardware. That's another motivator, in my opinion. And I think that had a lot to do with why this console sold so much. Let's move on here. Let's see. MetaQuest 3 was the top-selling game console on Amazon US in 2024, despite really releasing in October. Everybody loves that new hardware. I'm telling you, we love that new hardware. Yeah. There we go. In fact, it was the third most sold device of any kind in the video games category, beaten only by the Nintendo licensed micro SD card and the Black PS5 controller, both a fraction of the price. All right, so it got beat out by an SD card and a controller because, those PlayStation controllers don't last. The news comes after the Meta Horizon app needed to set up Quest headsets was the number one free iPhone app on Christmas Day 2024, and Steam VR saw near record usage in December. Clearly, 2024 was another year of growth for VR. So there you go, VR, baby. I love VR. Terry, do you think that the free game had a lot to do with this?
I feel like it definitely helps. It definitely helps. I don't know, though. I feel like the Quest 3 has been one of those things where people who don't game are actually getting those. Like, I have ladies at my job who are not gamers, and they talk about how they have the Quest 3. So it's it's one of those weird things that non-gamers are getting into that. And I think it has a lot to do with, like videos. People have, there's a lot of clips and stuff out there of people showing all the different things the Quest 3 can do outside of gaming, like using it for work, or, like mechanics, have videos of them, using it, fixing a car and things like that nature. So I think that's kind of been the real thing that's been, to me, getting people to gravitate to it. Free games is great, but that's only going to appeal to, the gamer who's getting the Quest 3. But it's kind of amazing to find out how many people own a Quest 3 that aren't gamers. So it's pretty cool.
That is cool. And Terry, let's go ahead and end the poll there. Let's see. How did the chat feel about the Xbox handheld?
All right, will you buy the handheld? All right, 50% said that they would do both, play games natively and via the cloud. 21% said that they're not going to buy it. And then an even split of 14% want it for native games only versus cloud games only.
All right. Now, Dredd, I know that you've been wanting a Quest 3. Did you finally get one?
No. I've actually decided I'm going to wait out for the Quest 4. Does anybody have any idea when that's coming out? Because I don't. It's kind of like a catch-22 for me. The Quest 3 is so old, but the Quest 3S is kind of like a setback. It's between a 2 and a 3. So I'm like wishy-washy on that. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to, and with 3 of us, guaranteed we got to have a lot of storage. So anything I get has to have plenty of storage. So if I'm getting the max, I might as well get the next one. So I'm waiting out for that one. Plus, you all know Death Dealer has given me the approval to buy one.
She did. I heard it live.
Yes. So yeah. When's 4 coming out? Let's go.
I hope not too soon. I just got my 3 last year.
Yeah. Well,
actually, no, I got it this year.
You got it this year? Wow.
Yeah, I got it this year. My beautiful wife gave it to me as a birthday gift.
Well, let's go 4.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
The 3 is amazing.
Well, the good thing is, just like a lot of these consoles, the games are backwards compatible to a certain, to a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or at least 4 is compatible, and that's always a good thing. That's so you're not going to be missing out anything. Maybe on some future games, but again, a lot of these things, games don't even utilize the capabilities of a lot of these devices. Until later on in their life cycle.
Yeah, so screw that 4. The 3 hasn't been utilized all the way yet.
Exactly. But I still want the 4. No, I hear you. Now on the other side, you're talking about how popular it is. Yeah, this has the Wii status of how easy it is for anybody to just get in and play, and it was cheap. So yeah, it made sense that it would outsell. It's the next best hype, and the game bundle is a seller. Once you find out that Batman game is that great, yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's like Wii Sports.
Yeah,
it's gonna sell.
Yeah, so the Quest 3, the 512 gigabyte, the one I bought, right, is $500.
Right.
This is the highest tier. I didn't buy it. The one my wife bought me, right? And the Quest 3S at 128 gigabytes is only $299. So you're saving $200 for Quest experience. And of course, Quest also has the same mandate that Xbox has. If you make a game for the Quest 3, you must also make a game. It must also work on the 3S. And I think that's a fantastic thing. So yeah. And again, I'm all in on the Quest. Don't forget that there is a special edition Quest 3 Xbox edition coming later this year. I know a lot of people are like, oh, why are we talking about VR, blah, blah, blah. Xbox and Meta have teamed up to make an Xbox version of the Quest with the Xbox controller input buttons and stuff. Yeah, there you go.
I might be buying that one then. Maybe I won't wait for the 4.
Yeah. So Quest and Meta have teamed up, guys. Sorry. Xbox and Meta have teamed up, and don't forget you can play your cloud gaming with the VR headset, and it's like playing on a freaking, I don't know, 500-inch TV. It's insane. And you can set that TV into like VR mode, like where everything is blacked out, or AR mode where it just puts it in front of whatever it is that's in your house. It's really neat. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see. Fastback says that he got what he says. The price was a deal for me, and the Batman game was a bonus. I want that Batman game. So yeah. Let's see. I'd call the MiniQuest 3 a handheld before a console. Okay. Yeah. Well, I see how that is. DE says, "Good morning, LNGs, losers and gamers." I don't know what's LNGs.
Ladies and gents.
Oh, there we go. Much nicer than what I said. Much nicer than what I said. Shout out to D. Thanks so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Yeah. Losers and gamers. My apologies, chat. My apologies. Back from the Dead said he might consider it maybe a peripheral. No, it's definitely a console. Big B Money says that Xbox Quest is coming. I think it's coming in 2029. Oh, ouch. Let's see. Put up a poll for what Dreadpool is driving. It looks like a van. Hey, you know what? My friend got a Honda. He traded in his SUV and got a Honda Odyssey van. And let me tell you,
I heard those are really good.
Like the space available in that van is amazing. The only thing is that it's lower to the ground. It's basically an SUV, but lower to the ground. And those sliding doors, you never have to worry about parking too close. The fact that you can almost lean all the way back, I'm telling you, I might transition from an SUV guy to a van guy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've heard a lot of dudes, like, I remember growing up, like
the soccer mom.
Yeah, you had that, but like, there'd always be the dad that has to drive the minivan,
Yeah.
Like my dad was a minivan dad, so like, that became kind of like the stigma that, like a real man doesn't drive a minivan, so like, but now I see a bunch of dudes that are real big in the car scene. They're like, dude, man, we got to get this Odyssey, man. This is legit. So it's kind of like turning tables.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fastback says Xbox was smart not to go all in on VR like on their own, like PlayStation, save money. Yeah, you know what? You got to focus what you can't be. I like that Xbox is focused on PC and console and cloud. If it was PC, console, cloud, VR, it might be too much. That's just too much. The gaming space, we're living in the golden age of gaming. The gaming space is just so vast now that it includes so many types of players now that we're spoiled. I mean, really spoiled. If you're a VR gamer, hey, there's a console for you. If you're a PC gamer, hey, there's a PC for you. If you're a cloud gamer, hey, there's a PC, there's a cloud service for you. All kinds of stuff. I mean, we are in the golden age. But yeah, I agree. Agreed. Let's see. And Dan, the man Cunningham, joins us. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He said, been driving a van for years. It's better to have space and not need it. Absolutely. Dread, everybody wants to know what you're driving because it looks like a van. Are you a soccer dad?
No, it's a Nissan Rogue.
Oh, I'd rather you would drive a van.
Actually, you heard it here first. I'm looking into doing the van life thing.
Right, I was just talking about it.
Yeah. So with me and traveling, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get into building a van, but I might not be actually doing a van. So we'll see what I decide to do. I might do a box truck or a bread truck.
Oh, a bigger truck. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking at like a 40 Kano van. Yeah, I was looking at like a Honda Odyssey. By the way, don't forget everybody, Nissan, Honda, and Mitsubishi are joining forces to become Nissan Bishi.
That sounds so funny.
Right? Terry, are you going to buy yourself a Nissan Bishi?
No.
Jed already has a Nissan. When they upgrade that bad boy to a Nissan Bishi, are you going to get one?
No. I wouldn't think. It's because Mitsubishi's part of it. That's the reason why. Like, I don't want to touch anything that has to do with Mitsubishi. No, like they're a bad omen. Like, stay away from them, man.
Come on, you could get yourself a Honda Evo instead of a Mitsubishi Evo.
unless you're getting like a motorbike, no. Or a lawnmower engine. Like,
That's right.
like
And Big B
Mitsubishi.
Money agrees
Oh,
with what
man.
I said. We are in the golden age of gaming right now, and GTA 6 coming out on Xbox and Xbox Game Pass. Save up, everybody. Team Xbox Army Xbox. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, what part are they going to be in charge of? Because if it's parts, we're screwed here in the U.S. Because there are no Mitsubishi parts to be found around here. You know what I mean? Like, no. But all
Anyway,
the
so
Honda
guys,
parts
if you
come
want to
on
hear more about Nissan Bishi, Terry has a car channel. Maybe you might talk about it more there. Give you a topic. You're welcome.
Oh
The
my
same
god.
could be said about Ford parts. Some Ford parts are
Yeah,
imported.
they got a lot of back order. That goes all over though. That's GM is getting hit with that too.
Shout out to my name is Captain Catch. Thank you so much for being here. You are a real MVP. He says, is that Dreadpool in a car? It is. He is in a Nissan Rogue.
I love it too.
There you go. He loves his Nissan Rogue. All right, let's move it along here. Oh, hold on. I got to zoom in a lot. This thing is not stream friendly. There we go. The text was so small. Hold on. There we go. All right. Apparently, Microsoft has filed a gaming patent for crafting and altering game narratives using generative AI. And a new patent filed by Microsoft purports to demonstrate how game designers and players alike can alter the narrative gaming experience using generative AI. So are you ready for your AI to tell you racial things? Because it's coming.
Oh my gosh.
Because I can tell you right now, man, if it's using voice input to grow the AI, I'm going to be called
every
racial
video
terms, racial slurs very quickly.
It's gonna be the most racist porno game you ever played. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna be playing like and they're using Minecraft as an example here. I'm gonna be in Minecraft, and some creeper is gonna be all like, it's gonna say my name, racial slur. Like, I can already hear it. I can already hear it.
I already have a feeling that with my background, that they're gonna look at me and go, "You're a bad boy."
A bad boy, because you're Greek. Get you some Greek lamb. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it could get so bad. I had so many negative things are entering my head. Don't say any of it, Alex. You don't want to get canceled. You don't want to get clipped. Don't say it any.
Yeah.
Don't say any of it.
The way I look at it, if you can't make fun of yourself, nobody else can.
Oh my gosh.
Or you shouldn't. I'm sorry. You shouldn't make fun of anybody else. Then that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the number one rule of comedy. Make fun of yourself first.
Yes.
Yeah. So Microsoft filed a patent in 2024 that's now available publicly, exploring ways that generative AI can be used in game design, allowing the designers and players alike to both customize the experience through prompts. The patent provides a high-level summary of ways that games can be iterated on, such as quickly generating objects relevant to the narrative based on provided prompts. Another example shows how the system could be implemented into pre-existing sandbox games like Minecraft. From here, players could provide prompts asking for new gameplay rules, systems, non-player characters, or narrative content to be crafted on the fly. Now, it's important to emphasize that this is just a patent. Corporations are constantly filing patents on text and software innovations. Basically saying that it might not be there. All right, so if you recall, if you guys know, there is chat. Somebody has merged Skyrim with Chat GPT, and so your companion now has conversations with you, and they've even crafted like custom quests on it. Now that's just a mod, but you know what? That mod, a lot of great ideas come from mods. So I don't know if you guys have seen any of those videos. It looks creepy. Like the character is actually reacting to what you're saying and what you're doing. It's pretty awesome in my opinion, and it could lead to some immersion levels that we've never seen.
Oh boy.
Kind of like, what are you wearing?
Yeah. No, it can't see you. It only reacts to your voice and what you're doing in the game. It can't physically see you.
Yes, but you know how many guys would be sitting there going, "What are you wearing?"
What are you wearing?
To the NPCs or their parties.
Mhm.
So yeah. It's kind of like almost every guy when Siri came out was asking Siri what she was wearing.
Yeah, I remember that. Siri's been implemented on so many times now that she doesn't answer weird terms anymore. Like, remember, it's like, Siri, where's the best place to hide a body? I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I asked it, because I'm like, no way she answered that, and she did. So yeah. DE says that it's terrible to patent it. Black Card A says, what's up, guys? What's up, Black Card A? Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Back from the Dead says, good luck. Don't let that AI listen to Call of Duty chats. Exactly. Yeah. Back from the Dead. After listening to gamers for a while, it's going to turn into Ultron. Yeah, no kidding, man. Ultron and the Avengers logged onto the internet, and after looking at it, he's like, nope, all of humanity's got to go. No kidding, right? Maybe that's what happened with Skynet, too, in the Terminator movies. That was the motivation. Looked on the internet, it's like, nope, everybody's got to go. So, yeah, AI coming in video games. Are you excited for this, Terry?
No, I feel like this is a precedent that can get kind of unnerving and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like depending on how they, it's going to be a learning curve, but they're going to have to put a lot of different safety precautions into it because it's going to get out of hand really fast. So, I mean, it'll be a work in progress. So I feel like if used properly, I think it'll be cool. But let's face it, most people are immature and it's not going to be used properly. So,
yeah, I 100% agree with you. It's going to definitely take some iteration. I think in 5 to 10 years from now, it's going to be better. Dredd, are you excited for this?
Ironically, yes. I like you said, it's going to get better. And right now it's just like back in our parents, well, my parents' days, your grandparents' days. It's just when you went from a typewriter to a PC, right? Those PCs weren't really real computers. They were processing units, but that was it. You weren't able to do everything that you could do now. So think about moving from the typewriter to basically a digital version of a typewriter.
Right.
And moving all that information that way. A lot of people lost their jobs, but at the same time, those that adapted were able to excel very fast, and business was able to respond with that and build a better processor and so forth. And now we have computers that were used to be in a huge room that now we have what are on our phones are 5, 10 times, maybe even 100 times more powerful in our hand than what used to be in a room. So when you look at it like that, it's like, wow, we've gone to a certain place. So yes,
Skynet's coming.
Iteration. I'm sorry.
Skynet's on the way.
Yeah. Well, the first iteration is going to be, it's going to be one of those things, and like I said, guys are going to be sitting there like, pervy and asking silly questions and stuff like that. But that's where you have the writers make sure that they're overseeing what the AI is doing and setting the certain boundaries and stuff like that. And then eventually you will it'll be smart enough because it's data in, data out, right? So if you put stupid data in, you're going to get stupid data out. So as they learn from their mistakes, they're going to improve on it, and then we'll have a better reception. And again, it's sad that we'll lose some script writers, but again, you have to have certain people that are adapting. It's just like Photoshop. People freak out about Photoshop, like, oh my God, you're touching up this, you're doing this. We just take pictures and it is what it is. But now we do everything with Photoshop.
That's right.
No
lies.
Or even so even now with videos, they're using AI to add like seconds before and after the video to make to give you a little bit more fluff on that scene that you shot. There's the green screen stuff. We even use that in podcasting. So there's so many different levels. But if you're not there and you're just like crying, that's what you're going to get. You're just going to get nothing. But if you're there as a creator in the forefront, you'll make some money. You'll do really good. Yes, thank you, Doug. I didn't want to say it like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Sir X Man. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Says, I knew the Washington Commanders were going to win. I was right. No one believed me. Did they win? They beat the Lions? Wow. I'm sad. I thought the Lions were going to win the Super Bowl finally. Let's see. DE says, if it can't be used improperly, I won't use it. Shout out to that. Shout out to my mom. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy your time in church, Mom. Let's see. And in his generation, they taught him how to program in Cobalt, whatever that is, back in his day. I don't know if Cobalt still exists or not. So yeah, there you go. All right. Terry, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So we're going to do Terry's Indie Spotlight, and again, no intro, so take it away, Terry.
All right, so we're going to do something a little different this time around, you guys. So right now, Axel actually brought this to my attention because this is the first time I turned my Xbox on, since, in the last, 4 days. So they're doing a special buy one, get two free indie sale right now on Xbox. And so we're going to kind of go over, show some of that stuff. So let's go check it out. So they have they claim that there's 300 titles that are available. I haven't gone through and actually counted them to see if they're telling the truth or not. So don't, but they're claiming 300 titles. All right.
Yeah.
And I paged through it a little bit ago, and they got some good ones in here. I have quite a few of these on PC. So I'm gonna kind of just page through, and I'm gonna pick at least talk about some of the ones that I do recommend, so you guys can go ahead and check those out. And it's only going to be ones that I'm familiar with that I've played. For example, High on Life is a game that was very popular, but I never played it, so I'm not going to recommend it because I never played it. It's not saying it's a bad game; it's just I never played it, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, this is just you can create your own bundle, and apparently this is an Xbox console exclusive sale.
Yeah, because we tried finding this on PC, couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. So a lot of great titles on here. 20XX is one that I have played on PC. I do recommend that one. It's kind of in the scope of Mega Man. So go ahead and check that out if that's kind of your kind of thing. And then it's definitely influenced by Mega Man. And then some other ones. I haven't played any of these. I have played Amnesia, but I haven't done the Bunker. I haven't done that, but if you're a fan of Amnesia, then you can go ahead and check that out. That's in there. Right here's the Amnesia collection. So if you like the spooky stuff, I have played it.
You could get a lot more games for that price because you could throw. Yeah. They have a couple of bundles in there already.
They do. So if you like the spooky stuff, you got Amnesia right there for $30.
Got
it. So that's in there for you. These ones I have not played. I can't remember if I played these. I own them, but I don't know if I played them, so I can't speak on those ones. Kind of skip through this kind of quickly. There were some ones that caught my eye earlier. I just gotta find them. They do have this alphabetical, so I gotta kind of skip through.
Yeah, they do have them alphabetical, which is awesome in my opinion.
Everspace is decent if if you're like the flying around and stuff like that in space. It's decent. There's other ones I prefer more than Everspace, but this is a good one. All right, here we go. Figment. Oh my gosh. So Figment 1 and 2 are both in here.
What is that?
And this literally was one of my indie spotlights.
What? I don't remember this.
Figment 1 and 2. Love these games. They're so good. So you're basically in the dream world, and you're trying to stop this nightmare going around, and you have to play
yes,
music.
I remember this one now.
You gotta play music. It's music driven, and you got puzzles, and it's really, really good. I highly recommend Figment. So they have both of them in here. So those are top of my list right there. Those are must-haves. House Flipper, great game.
They have Fury. If you scroll up a little, they should have, or maybe scroll down. I don't know. Fury was in here.
I see Fury Unleashed. So that one, go ahead and check that one out if you haven't played that one. That one should be.
No, it was definitely just called Fury or something like that. Anyways, I added it. I almost bought it. So yeah.
I see Full Metal Furies. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it's literally just called. There it is, just Fury, right there, next to Hamster something.
Hamster something. Oh, this one. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Fury. That is a music based. It's a bullet hell game. Really great. Again, music based as well.
Sweet. All right, and these ones I have not played. Lawnmower Sim. I played it, loved it. You know, if you like simulation stuff, that one's good. Ion Fury is another one that I played. That it's a good game.
Late Shift is a FMV game.
Yeah, I played that on PC. So
I played that one on Game Pass. So yeah.
Let's see.
Loot River. Yeah, that's another good one.
I feel like this one I've done. Made of Skirt.
Made
of Skirt. I feel like I might have. Maybe I did it on PC or something. It seems familiar to me.
Played it on Xbox.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
And
Just
Plus
like
Plus is on there.
Too.
For those of you who haven't played N++, it's on there. It's
Yeah.
a difficult game. Panzer Dragoon, baby!
There you go. Figured I'd stop on that one. I knew you'd take notice to that one. All right.
Of course. Everybody should buy it. That Operencia is supposed to be good. No, scroll down. It's down. It's down.
It's down.
Down one
Over
more, right
here.
there.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay ahead of you. Sorry.
Operencia, The Stolen Sun. I have not played that one.
I heard it's good. I haven't played it either.
Okay. Going through. Rememoried. I think I played this one. I think I did. I can't remember it though, so I can't recommend it because I have no memories of it. All right. Solasta. Highly recommend this game. If you're real big into like RPGs and stuff, Solasta is a great game. Loved it. Go ahead and play that. I have that on PC.
It looks fire. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Still Wakes the Deep available on Game Pass right now, but a lot of people have been talking great about it.
I feel like everyone has played this one already. Super hot.
Super hot.
Everyone's played that one already.
I thought I was gonna love it. I ended up hating that game.
Really? My husband loves that game. My husband loved it.
It's a great premise, but I was like, screw this game. The Ascent, amazing
Ascent
game.
is on there,
Game
yeah.
Pass for a while.
And then we got Assembly's okay. It's if you're real big into puzzle games, it's alright. It's alright.
House of the Dead remake.
And then let's see what else we got. The Walking Dead games, of course, are really good. Those are your Telltale ones. Jackbox, meh.
Oh, you kidding me? Jackbox is so funny.
I find all those games to be mid-tier.
Whatever.
Like they're good. They're fun for like 20 minutes, and then they're
you
like,
don't know Jack, all right?
All right, but here's one. Trine 4, another one of the games that I've had for a spotlight. I love the whole Trine series. So they're so good. I love Trine. So good. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
And then I think
That's it. Ukulele?
Ukulele is a good one too. It's a good one too.
Yeah, Thumper. I mean, there's good newer and older indies on this list.
Yeah. Thunder Ray. I feel like that was a spotlight of mine too.
It probably was. I mean, you've spotlighted so many games. We ran out of games to spotlight.
There's millions of indie games. I literally can't remember most of the ones I've played because there's just so many.
Right.
But there's some good ones.
So there you go, guys. The buy one, get two free sale.
Oh yeah, the Game of Life 2, another one. That's like a mobile game, but on console.
And as always, guys, the game that's most expensive is the one you're going to get charged with, as all retails always are.
As it works out.
Always that way. Yeah, I was looking at some of those. I was looking at they got Shantae right there.
Shantae's good.
Yeah, Shantae's great. Yeah, I don't know. There were some great games I was thinking about recently there. So yeah, there you go. Great. Instead of Indie Spotlight, we did an Indie Sale Spotlight this week because it's an Xbox exclusive, console exclusive.
So they have this collection called Shumps Collection. I've never heard of Shumps. Has anybody played any of those?
A shoot 'em up collection.
Shoot 'em up.
Shmups. Yeah,
shop.
which ones are in here? Does it tell me
Click on
what's
it.
in
It
here?
show. Click on it and click on more info. I'm not gonna show what
What's
you're
in
showing
here?
now. All right, here we go. Now,
Okay.
go ahead.
Super Rebellion, X Force Genesis, X Force Under Attack. I've never played any of those.
Yeah, I never heard of them. Hold on, let me see. Let me. I don't know. X Force Under Attack. X Force Genesis. Let me go with the middle one.
X-Force sounds familiar.
Gameplay, I guess.
I'm terrible at shmups, though. I'm terrible at them. So,
There we go. So this is what it looks like.
a little game for kids.
It's a shoot 'em up, but it doesn't look like it's going to set the world on fire. Just being honest with you here. Let me fast forward a bit, see if it gets even crazier. No, I mean, it looks nice and pretty, but I don't know. Not doing it for me. Sorry.
It kind of reminds me of like 1943 in space. Like,
Yeah. And Doggy Dog says here, I might have played some of those games in the Shump collection. They're okay. Yeah. Yeah. Doggy Dog says House of the Dead remake is trash. Wow.
oh,
There you go. So yeah, guys,
I mean-
very rarely, normally it's buy two, get one free, but this one it's buy one, get two free. And I thought that was a pretty good deal we had to talk about.
hmm
So yeah, shout out to Cool Cat Terry for that indie spotlight.
I think of all the money you saved with Game Pass, you can buy one game and get even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a bunch of games on there that I'm like, I could buy this one, I could buy this one, but I'm like a price point buyer. Like if I'm going to do a buy two or buy one, get two free, they're all going to be the same price. That way I maximize my savings, you know? So yeah. And I'm going to stop your sharing, okay, Terry? All right. You cannot kick a host camera. Okay, well then never mind. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to stop sharing, Terry.
I
Yeah.
closed it, so it shouldn't be sharing anything.
You gotta do it on our stream window because you're sharing your whole window.
I don't see anything other than.
Oh my god, what is that, Terry? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Like,
Listen, it
I
looks
don't know.
like Haley Wars game from the 90s. Yeah. And shout out to our WK88. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP.
I don't see anything to stop other than my camera that's on. Like I don't.
Well,
see
you know, you launched a second instance. Remember?
Yeah, I had add cam, but there's nothing for me to close.
I don't know. Just okay. We'll deal with it later. I'm just letting you know that it's still sharing.
Hmm.
You might have another tab open sharing it. Or
No,
something.
because I closed everything. My
Oh,
Xbox
control
is
delete
off.
this bad boy.
The Xbox is off, and I closed OBS. So there's
Weird.
I don't know.
Restart. No. Okay, so if you remember let's move on to the real news, to the real meat and potatoes
Meat potatoes.
here. So if you remember last week, we were reporting on the Xbox Developer Direct and how they were going to have a surprise IP or a surprise game show up, right? And it turns and Jez Corden of Windows Central says that what he can share is that it is a legendary Japanese IP. So let's go down to the news where he says it. Where's the quote? Where is the quote? Here it is. So first off, Aaron Greenberg tweeted that it should make a lot of games happy, so forth and so on. But it is suggested that it's going to be a. Here it is. Jez Corden said that it is a new entry in a legendary Japanese IP which has decades of history and should make a lot of fans happy. So we're looking at decades. We're thinking of I'm thinking at least 20 or 30 years, right? Decades, because he didn't say
Yeah.
decade. Decades. So
Or it at least came out 20 years ago, and maybe you know what I mean.
it's speculation time, guys. Which Japanese game do you think is coming to Xbox? And fortunately, shout out to True Achievements, right? They had a little they had a poll here. Hold on. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh my god. Sorry guys, hold on. Let me find the right window. Here we go. Here we go. Now I have the right window open. Now I went ahead and voted, but let's see. Can I undo my vote? Change vote. Here we go. Okay. Reset. All right, here we go. Which legendary IP do you hope to see at the Xbox Developer Direct? Castlevania, decades old, legendary, definitely qualifies. Chrono, like Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, from Square. Devil May Cry, okay, from Capcom. And more Dragon Quest, more support from Square. Final Fantasy from Square. Kingdom Hearts from Square. Mega Man from Capcom. Metal Gear Solid from Konami. Persona, more Persona from Sega Atlas. Soul Calibur, who does Soul Calibur?
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Jesus, who does Soul Calibur? I don't know who does Soul Calibur, sorry. Resident Evil from Capcom. Yu-Gi-Oh! From whoever does that. Or another game. So, Terry, would you want to see which legendary Japanese IP with decades of history would you like to see? Now, a lot of people are saying Ninja Gaiden from Tecmo as well.
So from this list, I would pick Chrono.
It could be on the list.
I got two. From the list, I'm gonna go with Chrono because Chrono Cross and Trigger were like our beloved games that people have been calling for them to make a comeback for the longest time. So I'm gonna go Chrono from the list, and not on the list, I'm gonna say Breath of Fire.
Breath of Fire. Oh,
Breath of Fire.
What a slam dunk right there. Breath of Fire 3 best. I know Breath of Fire 4 or 5 came out, but Breath of Fire 3, best one. Yeah. Oh, what a legendary one. Okay, so Chrono, I gotta agree with you. Every physical copy of Chrono Trigger, whether it be the Super Nintendo copy or the 3DS copy, is over $100 now. They're just so beloved. You can't go wrong with a classic. And music that lasts, and of course Chrono Cross on the OG PlayStation was great, and it needs to come over to Xbox. Yeah. I can agree with that. We could use some Chrono on Xbox. That would be a great announcement. And what was the other one? Breath of Fire? Never been on Xbox. We could use some Breath of Fire on Xbox. Yeah, I love those picks, Terry.
Yeah, like Breath of Fire, like that's old school. Like I remember, like, did they make any? Like, I haven't played anything since 3, so like, I know those were on like what was that, like Super Nintendo or something. So like
3 is on PlayStation, and your boy's got his.
Okay, PlayStation. So weren't they originally on Nintendo though?
They were originally on the Super Nintendo, yes.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
And then then they moved to PlayStation. So I mean, yeah, bring it. It's time Xbox gets a turn. bring it to Xbox.
Absolutely, can't disagree with that. Those are two IPs that we've never seen. And shout out to Doggy. He knows his fighting games. He says Namco does Soul Calibur. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doggy. Yeah. Dread, which legendary Japanese games do you want to see? Whether it be on this list or not on the list, or you could give me 2 picks like Terry.
None of the above. That's for sure. Ninja Gaiden sounds like a good one for it because we did hear something about some work being done.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with the classic one that I keep throwing out, and hopefully that would be the shocker of all times, Dino Crisis.
Oh,
could you imagine the RE engine with Dino Crisis?
Okay.
Just saying. I know it's a wishful thinking.
Yeah, Dino Crisis. That one would be. I mean, that's just a Dino Crisis remake. Everybody's been asking for that one for a long time.
Right.
So yeah, chat. Let us know which legendary Japanese IP you would love to see on Xbox. We'd love to hear what each and every one of you have to say because we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, the chat. So be sure to hit us up. And shout out to Glitzer. says Kingdom Hearts is legendary. Legendarily confusing. I'll tell you that much.
I don't understand why they're bringing up certain franchises that have never gone away. Like Kingdom Hearts made its comeback. Mega Man, I feel like has never gone away. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know.
Okay. So,
Devil May Cry again hasn't gone away. So you know what I mean? So like, I could, if they're bringing back a legendary game, to me, it's something that has a big following that we haven't seen a new addition to in a long time. You know, we've seen Mega Man. You know, Mega Man makes like a remaster of the same collection like every generation. So, you know, so I mean, I guess it would be good to get a new Mega Man, like a new Mega Man. That'd be great. But you know, Kingdom Hearts, they did that. You know, the last one kind of sucked in my opinion. So like, let that one kind of lay where it is. But like Devil May Cry though, that one's still pretty recent. Like, I don't know.
So there's a few that come to mind, right? First and foremost, the game I've been wanting forever and ever and ever, and I wish it would get a sequel or a remake, is Panzer Dragoon Saga, one of the greatest RPGs ever made that nobody's played. Because everybody who has played it talks highly of it, with the exception of Sega Lord X.
I don't talk highly of it.
You haven't played it.
How do you know?
Because tell me what it is.
If it's Panzer Dragoon, it's Panzer Dragoon. I mean, it's the rail shooter.
So
I mean, what do you want?
What about
Panzer Dragoon Saga is an RPG, not a rail shooter. But thanks, Trey.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
You're welcome.
what about Gunstar Heroes?
Ooh, Gunstar was great. Yeah.
Oh wow, that was another one.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We need some Rule of Rose. But no, Panzer Dragoon Saga for me is probably the one I want more than anything. But on this list, I would want a sequel or remakes to Mega Man Legends. Because Terry, Mega Man Legends is the only Mega Man game with an actual narrative. Because let's go over the Mega Man narrative, right? The traditional Mega Man narrative. Dr. Wily releases a virus or whatever, takes over a bunch of Dr. Light's robots, and is using them to conquer the world now. Mega Man goes out there to save the day. That's literally the narrative, right? But if you go to Mega Man Legends, everybody has like a motivation because you're all just in this world where you're all spelunkers and you're trying to get the same treasures. And so you fight each other for the treasures, and everybody has their own motivation for the treasures. It's a great series. I would love the Mega Man Legends series to come over here. So yeah, Mega Man Legends. We need you. We need you on Xbox. So yeah, even though Terry's tired of Mega Man, I need some Mega Man.
I just feel like if they're gonna do Mega Man, they need to make like a brand new Mega Man. It seems like
Mega Man Legends 3.
They just keep re-releasing the same ports.
They're gonna make a Mega Woman.
You mean Tron? She has a name, you know. Her name is Tron Bonne. Anyways, I'm messing with you, Dreadful. I don't think there's been a Mega Woman, but yeah. Let's see. And by the way, I love those re-releases. I have bought every Mega Man re-release ever made. So yeah, I love them. I don't know. I'm a huge Mega Man guy. Don't hate me for what I love. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Shout out to Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And of course, Web Dave always says, everybody hit that like button. Absolutely. Please do. Every like helps us get discovered on the live section of YouTube and find more fans for the show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see. Jesse Darby is saying Ninja Gaiden. Absolutely. Hold on. The purple. Did she come in here? I don't see her. Anyways, okay. Let's see. Jesse Darby says Echo the Dolphin. Yeah. DE says Metal Gear Snake Eater Zero, whatever it's called. It's already multi-platform, right? It is. Yeah. Blizzard's calling for Splatterhouse. Yeah. Get that classic going. What do you think of that one, Dread?
100%. And I'm going to take that 100% back, and I'm going to turn it into 1,000%. We need to have another Splatterhouse. Give me an RE remake of a Splatterhouse. I'm all for it. That'd be awesome.
Splatterhouse is
Actually,
awesome.
you don't even have to. Just give me any kind of Splatterhouse.
Yes, absolutely. That's Splatterhouse. Now, of course, the show is this Thursday, so we'll finally find out which one it is. But my vote for this one is going to be Mega Man. You guys can log into True Achievements yourselves and vote for yourselves. So let's see where everybody is. Most people want Final Fantasy. Up next is Resident Evil. And then after that comes Persona. And it looks like Other takes fourth place. And my poor Mega Man Only 57 votes. Ugh.
See, but that's another
So
one.
wait a second.
Persona and Resident Evil have never gone away either. So I don't
No,
know.
Persona just came, but like it just came to Xbox. So yeah.
So let's see. So many people want Final Fantasy,
Yes.
but yet Square says there's nobody there to buy, so they don't go there first, and then they wonder why, because everybody goes wherever the game is.
Yep. Gamers go where the games are. Just hard facts of life,
Yeah.
right?
And they would sell so much more if if it was dropped day and date everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got people that won't buy it right away. They won't buy it on the other platform because they don't have it or refuse to. And then you have those that finally, when it comes out, have lost the that FOMO. So again,
Square releases Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox, I'm not buying it, and it's not because I don't love Final Fantasy VII. It's my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. It's because it's like it's so long ago. I've already played it, beat it, done what I need to do with it. I have no reason to buy it other than to collect it. So unless Square Enix releases the Xbox version of Final Fantasy VII with a statue or something, I'm not getting it.
But you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If they were to release a game, a Final Fantasy game day and date, they would make the money on Xbox. But they say that there is nobody there to make. They're just picking up the scraps, what was left over. You're not buying it. You've already played it. What's the point?
Yeah. And that's my point, like you come here with little fanfare stuff. It's just, I don't know. I feel that you need to do better, Square. And I want them to do better because I do like a lot of their games. Right? So they do need to do better. That's just my opinion. Whatever, right? It is what it is. Let's see. Doggy Dog says he wants some Virtual Fighter. Oh man, that would be great. If Virtual Fighter gets announced, that'd be great. I can't argue with that against that. Let's see. They should have did a Dragon Quest on Xbox and Final Fantasy on PS5. Want to play both? You need to buy both. No way, DE. Everything needs to be everywhere. That's why we're Xbox gamers. Play everywhere. Right, everybody.
Exactly. Be a gamer, and play wherever you want to play, and play the games.
Get your Quest 3. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Let's see. Glinzer says they should remake Parasite Eve. Absolutely.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah. And Doggy Dog says, I just hope it's not another Persona game. But like Terry said, it hasn't really gone away. It just got here. But Persona 6 was announced to be multi-plat coming to Xbox. So, yeah. All right. So, according to GamersDecide.com, let me see if there's a friendly version of this website. Hold on. Because the ads are killing me. Thank God there is. Okay. These are the 25 best Japanese games made by Japanese developers. Let's see if any of our picks are on here, shall we? This is just for fun, guys, okay? So, Terry, would you like to see some more Tekken on Xbox, even though we just got Tekken 8?
I'm good.
All right, now Tekken's disqualified for it. Dead or Alive, oh man.
Oh my
The last
God.
Dead or Alive was Dead or Alive 6. I could use a Dead or Alive 7.
Yeah.
Definitely use some Dead or Alive 7.
Not my kind of game. So
Dead or
it's not
Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
No,
if it's that
no.
one, oh man, I'm all in.
As long as they don't keep doing this where all the costumes and add-ons cost more than anything else, like they did with
costs more
Round
than
6.
the game.
I mean, you're spending thousands of dollars just to get every item. And it's like, nah. As long as they don't do that, yeah, let's bring back Dead or Alive or bring back some Dead or Alive volleyball.
The Dead or Alive DLC is like an OnlyFans. We know you're going to pay. Just say that's the way it's treated.
The way that they have things nowadays, they can make so much money just selling skimpy outfits. Like they would make a fortune.
And they do. A Sonic game. We've gotten all the Sonic games. I don't think a Sonic game was going to be it.
Yeah. I mean, Sonic is great and all, but no.
He is legendary though. Don't confuse.
He's legendary, but I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
He's been on Xbox, so
But a new game could be announced. Would you be happy if a new Sonic game got announced at the developer direct?
No, because didn't they just announce one?
Well, that's my point. I think it's too early. I think it's too early.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, there you go. Been there, done that. There you go. All right, let's see. Resident Evil. Okay, so Resident Evil is one of the choices. A lot of people are calling for Resident Evil 9 to be announced. So that's legit. That's a legit pick, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna. We already know that we're gonna get more Resident Evil. You know what I mean? Because they never stop producing stuff in the series. So that's we know it's coming. There's nothing to really get excited about.
It could be a full remake of the first Resident Evil. You know.
It probably is. That's what they've been kind of doing is remaking their stuff. So I mean, it very well could be. And then maybe you could enjoy the first game with proper camera. You know, proper camera.
Acting.
You know,
even though my favorite part of the original Resident Evil is the terrible voice acting. I love it. Let's see. Sonic lost the game sales tomorrow, but won the movie sales. Absolutely, can't deny it. Hard facts. Doggy Dog says Sonic has had like 6 releases in the last 3 years. I know, so many Sonic games. So many Sonic games. Metroid, never coming. It's just not going to come.
No,
if
it did,
holy cow!
Yeah,
it would break the internet if it did.
No, you know what would break the internet? If it came to Game Pass.
Oh my god!
Who makes Metroid? Is that Capcom?
Metroid is made by Nintendo. It's a first-party IP by Nintendo.
Oh yeah, then we're never getting it. Then we're never going to see that.
It would break the internet.
Nintendo's not getting rid of that. No.
Yeah, that's internet breaking if it ever came over, and then going to Game Pass. Yeah.
Yeah, the Metroid. Imagine the Metroid 4. What's it called? Beyond comes. Oh man. Yeah. Tales of Berseria. Okay, so the latest Tales game did come to the US, and it has been since the Xbox One, since a new Tales game has been announced. So this is legit. This is legit. Tales games have not released recently.
They have. I thought they just had one though.
No,
yeah, but it hasn't been decades. It has been decades.
Tales games have been around since like the PS1. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Super Lucky's Tale.
No.
My bad. The Tales of Vesperia and all that?
Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Arise was the last one.
Yeah, Arise. I feel like that wasn't that long ago.
All right, let's see. The newest game was released in 2021 called Tales of Arise, which was great.
So 4 years ago, man. So yeah.
Hey, it's time. I need more Tales, baby.
No, I feel like we're good.
That's a possibility, but
it's a great franchise.
I'm not sure that would be something that would freak everybody out.
No, like it's a great franchise, but no, I feel like we know more is coming, so it's not that.
Boo these people! They hate Tales games.
I don't hate Tales. We just know it's coming.
No, I'm just saying. But wait, there's more. This isn't that game.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Tales is a beloved franchise. Been around since 1995.
Yes, but it hasn't gone away, so no one's missing it.
It doesn't say that a legendary IP that people have been missing is coming. Let's
That's
go back
what makes you legendary.
Read this quote.
Okay, to me, legendary is something that freaking it hit hard and then it went away. You're a legend. You're not a legend. A legend's not here no more. You don't become a legend when you're alive. You become a legend when you're gone.
You know what?
Legendary.
The Tales games are legend. Wait for it. Dairy, okay?
No,
legendary.
No, you're not a legend until you're gone.
I think a Tales game would be a fire announcement. That's what I'm on team Tales. I would 100%. Yeah. And shout out to Glitzer. He brings up a good point. Skies of Arcadia 2. I know, right? I was just talking about this on Iconic Video Games this Friday. How Skies of Arcadia was set up to have a sequel, and the sequel never produced. That would be a banger right there.
I could see that one more than Tales.
No way. Well, I would love that one. That one, I don't think it's happening, but I would love it. All right, Tales. All right, so the Tales series, I'm in. Danganronpa series. I think we just had another one of those releases, so it's not missed at all. But it could be announced. And they do come to Game Pass. And I know this because Doggy's daughter plays the Danganronpa games.
You're butchering that so bad.
How do you say it? How do you say it? Correct me, Terry.
What?
Correct me.
Danganronpa?
What Danganronpa?
Danganronpa. Yeah.
Where's the extra N? Danganronpa? Dangana? Where's the A?
They just add it. It's
There's
like
no
when you-
vowel
it's
between
like
these two letters.
no one speaks proper English, right? We add letters to our words, okay? For slang, it's you just
Well,
put
you
it
know
in there,
what?
man.
From here on out, all these letters are silent in my
No
English.
one, no, I've never heard
Rampa.
anyone say Danganronpa. I've never heard
It's
anyone say.
It's almost like the difference between Jesus and Jesus.
See,
Jesus
he added
and
an A.
All right. So let's see.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. Okay.
You add to it, man.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. And Doggy says Danganronpa. Yeah. Okay. That's how I read it. Yeah. Sappho says it's Angry Birds.
This game is really popular.
hold on. My wife. Yell it again, please. 1, 2, 3, go. Danganronpa. There you go. She's and Glinzer says it's
You
pronounced
added an M to it when
Dang,
you
dang.
pronounced it.
Daggone it, Grandpa. All right, so I don't think.
I feel like that franchise is more popular on PC though.
Hold on, I'm waiting for this to show up on the. Where's the E? Read this one, Terry.
Axe Lay 1K 324.
That's how you're reading this by adding extra stuff. Shout out to the E. That's funny. Oh my god, it's so funny. All right, let's move on. I don't think it's this one.
It has a certain ring to it. Axley, 1K.
Actually, 1K 34. Let's see. Death Stranding already coming, and I don't think Death Stranding 2 is coming. But it doesn't have decades, so disqualified. Sorry. Super Smash Bros. Again would break the internet, but not happening.
No, not happening.
Devil May Cry. Okay, another one. Okay.
It's not a legend. It hasn't gone away. It's always been here.
I don't think you need to go away to be a legend.
You gotta be gone.
No.
You gotta be gone to be a legend.
All right, hold on a second. Hold
I
on.
can still see Devil May Cry. Even Doggy said it.
All right, I'm back. Am I a legend, Terry?
You got to do it like this, Axel. Wait,
You weren't gone enough for us to
Gotta go. legendary. Wait for it. Dreadful.
There you go.
And you thought I messed up, didn't you?
I did. So Devil May Cry, I think, is a legit contender for that. Mario Odyssey again. No more. It's just not happening. Moving on. Kingdom Hearts. Okay, Kingdom Hearts is
Yeah.
on there.
No.
We haven't had a Kingdom Hearts release since the Xbox One version. So yeah, that one could be coming.
No.
Final Fantasy. Yeah, again the seven. Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 16. I think would be good announcements. Right? Sappho says, what if it's Castlevania? I mean, we have all the Castlevania collections on Xbox. Unless it's a new Castlevania, I don't see it happening, but hopefully it is. It could be a new Castlevania because they've been doing nothing but re-releases, remasters for a long time. Yeah, and Doggy Dog, who one of his favorite series is Devil May Cry. It's been gone for way too long, like 2019. Yeah. Terry thinks that because it needs to be gone for decades, not exist for decades.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
has to
What
be
about
missed.
Bayonetta?
Yeah, Bayonetta. Oh, beautiful game.
I mean, the last one only came out on Nintendo.
Yakuza, I think Yakuza is disqualified as it just literally launched.
Yeah.
So I think it's disqualified.
Don't they have that pirate one coming?
Yeah, they do. Again, and it launches in February.
Yeah.
Persona 4, another Persona game. Persona 6 is to be announced. Because Persona 5, even though it just came to Xbox not too long ago, launched like at the opening, like year 1 or year 2 of the PS4 generation. Right? So yeah, Persona, a new entry to the Persona game is overdue.
Yeah. I mean, if they're, as long as they went across the board, I could see it happening. But I have a feeling they're going to do their stage thing that they do. Xbox comes later.
Possibly. Let's see. Persona 5 launched in 2016, almost 10 years. So yeah, it's been a while. And Persona 5 Tactica did launch on the Xbox day one. So we'll see. We'll see. So Persona 6 is overdue. We could use another 300-hour RPG. Big B Money says Mario is a legend. Absolutely. Glenn just said a sequel to The Bouncer. People want a third hour of gameplay. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. A new entry into the Nier series. Yeah, Nier Automata launched again back in 2017. It's been a long time. They did a remake of the original Nier that launched on the 360 recently, but that was a remake. So a sequel could be in the making.
What if it's scale bound?
It's not scale bound, Jared. Don't start that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So the Nier series is legitimate, I think. What do you think, Terry? Is this legendary enough?
Not to me.
Oh.
It's only legendary enough once Microsoft backs it by accident while they're trying to back a different game.
Yeah, so this is a Nier launched in 2017, Nier Automata. So it's been a while.
It's been a while. It's true.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let's see. Yeah, it's been a long time. Okay, where's my tab? Here it is.
Oh, I heard the next sequel is going to be For Automata.
For Automata. Castlevania, yeah, a new Castlevania is overdue. A new Castlevania is due. Not a remake, not a new collection, a new Castlevania. Is this one legendary enough, Terry?
I can see it. It's just, I don't know. I can
that's
see it. It's just, see how they do it.
Did you mention first person?
I like the third person one that they did. I really had fun with it.
I'd rather have a new Metroidvania.
Yeah, I love the third person version.
The Lords of Shadows.
Yeah, that was good. Make another one like that.
We'll see.
I would support that.
Yeah. DE says, didn't they release the Game Boy Advance and DS collections on the Switch? They released them everywhere, including the Xbox. I know because I have them. So yeah. Let's see. Metal Gear. Metal Gear Delta is coming. A new entry into the Metal Gear series would be great, but of course it's not going to be made by Kojima. So we'll see. Oh yeah, here we go. A new Dark Souls entry, Dark Souls 4.
No, I'm good.
Legendary status confirmed.
Pass.
No, this is the great. This would break the internet right there.
I wouldn't break the internet.
Oh my gosh.
No.
People would get excited. People would get excited, but I wouldn't call it internet breaking.
It could break the internet because the Hoof Brethren would definitely lose their. Yeah, they would lose it.
I could see Doggy Dog right now. If it's Dark Souls 4, I could see Doggy Dog throwing his remote control at the TV because he just can't even handle the trailers. That's what I imagine. That's what would happen. So no, Dark Souls. If this happened, you know what? If it's Dark Souls, Terry, you can just expect and Dread, next week's Good Morning Xbox is just going to be nothing but Dark Souls. We're going to go through the whole series.
I'm just like,
talk about how legendary it is.
If they come out with a Dark Souls 4, it has to be better than Elden Ring. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
The sad part is we'd see a whole bunch of Dark Souls shorts from Axel.
You would. You would.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, you would. So yeah, a Dark Souls game. Oh man, that would be internet breaking. Let's see. Doggy Dog says Dark Souls would be a trash announcement. In good old Doggy Dog style, he would throw his controller at the TV out of frustration.
That's an announcement.
Doggy's so casual he can't even handle the trailers. That's right, I said it.
A Dark Souls announcement is one of those things that I would see and I would just keep scrolling because I wouldn't care.
So funny. And you Maximal could be Souls Hard. Oh, there you go. So Maximal on the PS2, nobody knows what that is, but yeah, go for it. Let's see. You into the Street Fighter? No, they're not going to bring Street Fighter. Street Fighter 6 is still going strong.
They enjoy nickel and diming you over on Team Blue. So
Another Resident Evil game, more Nintendo games, another Persona game, Bloodborne. Okay, what about the other games from Software, such as Bloodborne or
No.
Demon's Souls? Demon's Soul.
But you know what's funny is Bloodborne has a huge cosplay fan base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if Bloodborne came over and made the jump, because I think Sony owns the IP, if I'm not mistaken. So if part of the deal for them to get 10% of whatever that is that FromSoft could publish everywhere, or take control of all their IPs, that would be something. Because you never know with this stuff, right? So yeah, Bloodborne, and it looks like Dread had a phone call, everybody. So he'll be back once he's off the phone. If he gets off the phone with enough time, he's working it always. So yeah. So there you go. Those are some of the other Japanese games, which would be great. The Tales series is probably the one that was the most controversial, as I think Tales is definitely legendary. So yeah, that would be great. All right, so that's enough of that topic, right? We're going to find out this Thursday. We're not going to do a live broadcast or anything because we don't want to compete with literally everybody. So we're just going to do a reaction on Sunday to it. Let's see. Shout out to Demon Time Reezy. He says, "Good morning, all gamers. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP." All right, so here we go. Moving on, shall we, Terry? I can't hear you. Hello?
I shook my head yes in acknowledgement. Yes.
Oh. So, Terry, have you ever wanted to fix your own Xbox? Have you been playing Dark Souls lately and broken your Xbox?
No, because
wish you could fix it.
No, because my Xbox is made of excellent quality and it doesn't break.
Well, for those of you that might not be taking care of your Xbox properly, Xbox announced that they are introducing more ways for players to repair their Xbox consoles, reduce waste, and save energy. Now, this is from the official Xbox Wire, as you can see up here, right? So it reads, as Xbox, we'll continue to improve how we design, build, distribute, and use our products to reduce our environmental impact and help us reach Microsoft's goal of being a zero waste, carbon negative, and water positive company by 2030. Good luck with that. That last statement with AI. AI uses so much water, it's insane. Finding ways to reduce the environmental footprint of gaming not only helps the environment, but also creates benefits for our collective community of gamers. We've heard from players that they want more options for support when their Xbox consoles need repair. Today, we're expanding our repairability program, giving players even more options to get their Xbox Series X and S console options. And then they list all of them. Fixed, should they ever need to, while also reducing and preventing waste. So players will soon have more options for support when considering in-person repairs for the 3 Xbox Series X and S console options. On January 20th, so tomorrow, You Break, I Fix by Asurion will become the first, oh God, it had to be Asurion, will become the first Xbox authorized service provider to repair Xbox consoles at its nearly 700 participating store locations across the U.S. In-person Xbox console repairs were previously only possible through the Microsoft Store, which means players will now have even more ways to repair their consoles, separate from Microsoft's own support channels. Players should also check in with their local You Break, I Fix by Asurion store to confirm participation in the repairability program. Additionally, this is the part where I like. Additionally, replacement components for the Xbox Series X and S console options are now available for purchase via the Microsoft Store. Woo! Let's click on that. Oh my gosh, sorry, hold on. I clicked the wrong thing. No, I do not want to sign up. Hold on, let me go back. Let me open this in a new tab. For purchase online via the Microsoft Repair Hub on iFixit.com. iFixit.com. With the purchase of replacement components previously limited to collect controller parts and only available through the Microsoft Store, these additional repair options allow players to choose the repairability solution that works best for them, even if their console is out of warranty. And then just a bunch of more stuff, right? So there you go. And so of course, You Break, I Fix is definitely is an option, but my option is going to be the components for sale, because I can see that Clippy has been replaced by this lady, so no thank you, Clippy replacement. So you can see you can buy parts now for Series X. I mean, look at everything you can buy. This is
And the prices look reasonable.
the prices aren't ridiculous. Yeah. An accessory board, replacement enclosures, stuff like that. Yeah. Even the foot stand, if your rubber or whatever comes off. Series S repair parts. I mean, it's looking great options for us. And of course, controller parts. So there you go. Lots of stuff to repair stuff. So for me, this is more attractive than U-Break iFix. For me, as a console collector, this is important because once these parts are unavailable, guess what I gotta do? I gotta buy someone else's broken console and Frankenstein it together. So yeah, for me, this is a great program. I'm definitely in love with it. For those of you that, these are also options. If you got a little can-do attitude, know a little soldering, you too can do it. So yeah. So I think it's a great thing to do. What do you think, Terry?
Yeah, no, I agree. This is really, really good. Make it a lot easier because some people live in areas where, it's harder to, find places to go. Or maybe you don't want to have to, mail your Xbox back to Microsoft and might have to wait a few months, before you get it back. So if you happen to have the ability to either buy the part and fix it yourself, or if you have one of those U-Break iFix locations in your area, you could just, take it in, drop it off, and come back and pick it up, like Geek Squad.
I have the Halo Collector Edition Xbox, and I can tell right now I'm never mailing that in. Because it literally said, like, one of the things that it says is, like, if you mail us a collector's edition, you may get a replacement regular edition. And I'm like, no, I paid for the collector's edition. I want the collector's edition. So the fact that now I can buy the guts of my collector's edition separately, yep, you bet your butt. I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, Dred, we're talking about the repair program on Xbox expanding to us being able to now buy console parts instead of just controller parts. And also being able to take your Xbox to U-Break iFix locations.
That's awesome. That's the way it should be. Like you said, the collector's edition. If I had something special like that, it's the Halo or the Starfield, or you know what I mean. You definitely want to be able to replace it and not lose what you paid for. That was the whole reason you spent that kind of money, was for those collector's versions. I didn't spend extra to get the lesser version, even though it's internally it's the same. Externally, I spent more money because of the design on the outside. Yeah. So yeah, no,
and
this is much needed. It's about time.
Absolutely, 100% about time. I see this as nothing but positive. Chat, let us know if you think this is a great idea or not. Let us know if you're going to take advantage of this program. And again, this is officially announced by Xbox. No rumors, none of that. Xbox Wire for the official Xbox news. Let's check in with the chat, see what they're doing. Let's see. Hell yeah, that's right. Third-party support for you getting your console fixed. It's probably going to be damn expensive, though. Yeah, U-Break iFix is not cheap. Asurion does not play they're not UNICEF. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, agreed with that. Let's see. Sappho says that PlayStation needs a similar program because his PlayStation messed up. Let's see. Next Xbox consoles are going to be made from hemp to go green. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, people are going to be smoking their Xboxes. I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Jesse Darby says, I know if you paid like $100, you can send it off to get it fixed through Microsoft itself. Maybe hit some more of it. It's what it used to be. So Microsoft will only fix your console if it's under warranty. If it was out of warranty, you're screwed. So they've added an out of warranty option. So Microsoft is not interested in repairing Xboxes that are out of warranty. So U-Break iFix is your out of warranty option, or parts. So yeah,
I wonder if I can replace my main board that has the 1 terabyte with the 2 terabyte.
typically not, because the way Microsoft does their hard drives, they tie the serialization to the motherboard.
But that's what I'm saying. I wonder if I can replace the motherboard.
Maybe, but you'd have to hack it to replace the hard drive, like we did the OG Xboxes. Which, hey,
I'm not replacing the hard drive. I'm replacing the motherboard so that has the hard drive built on. See what I'm saying? Not just doing the hard drive. I'm doing both.
I understand what you're saying, but you still run into the same issue. You got to code the hard drive to the motherboard, or else the Xbox doesn't work. It's doing the same thing, just going a different route about it. You still have to hack it.
All right, you're missing the point. Never mind.
Okay. Let's see. Demon Time Reason says it looks like a bit of foreshadowing for what's to come with the next Xbox console, next gen Xbox console. Oh, there you go, Dread. Maybe you'll be able to upgrade your console now with official parts next gen.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, but that's next gen, not this gen, Dread.
Well, but still, what I'm saying is upgrading a 1 terabyte MOBO to a 2 terabyte MOBO.
Yeah, that could do it. Yeah, that could be something. Yeah, official
The hard
MOBOs,
drives
yeah.
are already on there, so you wouldn't have to hack it.
That's right. Okay, I can see that. Build your own Xbox. Yeah. Yeah, Fastback, build your own Xbox kit. Yeah, I was literally just saying that. Let's see. Jesse Darby says it's going to be to assure you can call them. I can already get my Xbox fixed through them anyway, so replace. There you go. Let's see. If you read it closely, it says the newer ones, only the 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, and the all white digital 1 terabyte. Yeah, only the 3 versions are available for this program. I did read that. Yeah, I did read that. Let's see. Jesse Darby's says, I know through Verizon my phone's only $99 to get repaired. It used to be $250 for the newer phones, but they lowered the prices again. That's good. Maybe because people thought it was too expensive. Let's see. Jesse Darby said, no, actually, if you pay for it, they will fix it. I had a buddy send his Xbox and had to fix, but he had to pay $100 and bucks to get it done, and it's not under warranty. Okay, well, they've changed policy then. It used to be they would only be warranty repairs. So yeah, I don't break a lot of my Xboxes because, as Terry said, it is made of a great quality material, not overheating, and it's in a nice breathable area. So my Xbox is good to go.
I've seen some horror stories for bad Xboxes, and it's always dust and bugs. So as long as your house is clean, you don't have any issues.
Bugs will ruin a console. I had a cockroach infestation one time when I was in an apartment, not because of me, but because my neighbors, their cockroach infestation spread over to my apartment, and I lost the GameCube that way. It's disgusting. Like, their acid from their bodies ruins all the motherboard. So yeah, 100%. All right, moving along then. Anybody got anything else about the Xbox repair? No? All right, let's move it along to the news of the week. Our main topic, I think, anyway, if I can get this to read right. Is there a reader version? Ah, thank God. Okay. So, you know me, I've been saying that the Xbox tax is real, right? For a long time. And I think this article proves that the Xbox tax is real. So a report on Wednesday, a report from The Information claimed that Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard hasn't resulted in the growth the company expected with its Xbox business at this point. Negative Xbox news. Clickbait. This report was so bad that Microsoft themselves had to come out here and refute it. That's how bad the Xbox tax is, guys. So the information. So as the report quotes, it's paywalled and I'm not paying for that. One analyst, portfolio manager Danny Fish, you're a fraud, as saying Activision has been disappointing for the company's overall revenue After reaching out to Activision and Microsoft for comment, representatives from both companies said the information's report was missing some information. That's so funny. The companies then provided context to show how the company has performed since the purchase, along with the state of Microsoft's gaming division. So let's look at this, okay? So the information report says the Activision has been disappointing. Negative news article with fake news. This guy must have gotten his sources from some of those PlayStation podcasters. So let's see. So Microsoft refutes. So it said in the last 4 earning reports, Microsoft has reported revenue increases regularly for Xbox content and services. Going back to Q2 fiscal year 2024, Xbox content and services revenue increased by 61%, with 55% of the net impact from the Activision acquisition. Doesn't sound disappointing to me. For the next quarter, revenue was reported to have an increase of 62%, with 61 points attributed to the Activision acquisition. Does that sound disappointing to you? Anybody? And it said for Q4 2024, it was up another 61%, with 58 points of net impact from the purchase. Lastly, Q1 of 2025 saw revenue increase 61%, with 53 points coming from Activision. Does any of that sound like Activision is disappointing, Terry?
No, it all sounds good. I don't know.
I don't know where the information got their information, but
I don't know.
yeah. Dredd, does this sound like the information reported the correct information?
Well, we all know Xbox lies about everything. They lied to me about this. They lied to me about that. I mean, come on now. Who's lying? Clickbaiters. That's
Clickbait
who.
information.
And you know this for a fact because Microsoft and Xbox do not respond to rumors or false allegations or any of that stuff. They usually just let it slide and roll off, and people go ham with it. And they actually stepped up. It's very far and few in between that they step up to make those corrections and let them know that they're mistaken. And then to come back with proof of their side, you know what I mean? Granted, anybody can say anything, but they backed up their claims that no, this is all fact fictitious. Here's the facts. So that should tell you something.
Yeah, absolutely agree with everything you just said. It's I don't know how they could get the information could get it so wrong. I thought I had saved on a little thing on this showing all the charts, but I guess I didn't. So, here we go. So, Derek Strickland, Activision has been disappointing for Microsoft revenue-wise. I don't see it. Activision contributes $7.4 billion in the first year. Activision made up 32% of full-year revenues. Xbox made $15.8 billion in post-acquisition revenue. Activision contributed half of that. I mean, come on, guys. The Xbox hate is real. Don't ever tell me that media bias doesn't exist, that there's no Xbox tax. It's real. All right, so they're breaking down the numbers more, right? But then Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft himself, right, said, and I quote, "We set new records for monthly active users in the quarter, as more players than ever play our games across the devices and on the Xbox platform." He said while stating that the business is positioned for long-term growth. You got the CEO. If the CEO is over there defending this, man, you got something, man. They didn't say a public relations person. This is the CEO himself. So yeah. So let's see. Let's keep going, right? Let's keep going, right? So moving on to the suggestions from the report, again, the information, that in 2021, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said the company could wind down its game business entirely. The company flat out denies that. They flat out denied it. They point out that comments made around that time with Nadella expressing that Microsoft is all in on gaming. Now, if you're in the know, if you're in podcasting know, you do know that Satya went to Phil Spencer and just said, I don't know why we're in gaming. That was I don't know why we're in gaming. And I know that the investors were telling Microsoft to move on from gaming because they wanted money. And Phil saved Xbox. That's why he's the savior of Xbox, right? Because his reply to Satya made Satya go all in, which is the great Xbox that we have, know, and love right now. So this report, again, it's just not accurate. Because Phil Spencer has straight out come out on certain interviews and has quoted this conversation with Satya himself, right? So, Dredd, you want to come in on this from 2021? I mean, we've been podcasting for a long time. You probably remember this.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, we already knew that Xbox wasn't doing good because of these numbers, and we know that's how Phil got his spot because he was being held back, and we know that the strategy of Microsoft has been services, and bringing games to services is Phil's idea. I mean, if that's not saving Xbox, what is that? You know, and to be able to buy companies, right? From going from we're going to sell these guys off to we're buying companies now. We only had 5 studios at one point in time, and now there's 20, almost 30, somewhere around there. I lost track.
30. Yeah, it's like almost 40 actually.
So lost track. Well, they've sold some, some of the smaller studios. So again, it's like that back and forth a little bit. Whatever the number is now, I don't know. But yeah, you look at it like that, you're like, wow, okay, this total different direction from what it was supposed to be. So, was it a bad thing? Or was it a good thing?
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Cool Cat, what do you think about this report that, allegedly 2021 Microsoft CEO said that the company could wind down its game business entirely, but that conflicts all the reports I've ever heard from 2021.
I guess it sounds more like where are they getting their information from? Like, who's their source?
Who knows? I don't know, but I'm not subscribing to the information when
it's
they
right
put
there.
out false information.
I see the source right here.
Just snatch it out of the air.
Snatch it out of the air. Oh, hold on. I think it's behind you. I think it's on near your bottom, Dreadpool. I think it's near your bottom. Grab it. Hold on. Let me grab it. Here it is. Guess where I pulled it out of? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't hear Dreadpool. Whatever you said.
I said, wash your hand.
Wash my hand. Yeah, for real. With sources like that, who needs? Don't shake my hand. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely don't rub your eyes.
Let me take a pause real quick to see what the chat is saying. Jesse Darby says, "Shoot, the last rumor was that 21 Xbox was going to get sold, and Nadella came out and shut that down for a change. He was speaking, but not about him going to be third-party publisher." Yeah, that's true. Fastback says, "We all hear that console sales are a measure of success, but how much money Xbox has made from subscription and software sales compared to PlayStation and Nintendo? They're killing them. They're killing them. For the third place console sales leader to be making more money than the console leader, they're killing them. And besides, with PlayStation suddenly selling like 1 million PS2s in 2025, I don't believe their numbers at all." Anyways, let's see. Demon Tyrese says the Xbox tax is real. Yeah, absolutely. Fastback 6768 saying, "Where are all the negative articles from the ex-head of PlayStation interview?" Oh, there's no fake articles there, sir. Let's see. Demon Time says the information about Xbox possibly shutting down 2021 is another Hail Mary team to make Xbox look bad. Absolutely. Xbox tax all the way. Let's see. They love to slander Xbox whenever something good comes around for them. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Fastback says, Satya's job is to question everything Microsoft is invested in. Phil sold him why gaming was important to Microsoft. Absolutely. The Doggy Dog says, source, trust me, bro. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, there you go. So, the information, he means the information, closed by saying that engagement on Xbox, Satya closed by saying the engagement on the Xbox platform is an all-time high, with Microsoft says that there are well over 500 million monthly players, and over the last year, we've consistently seen growth in monthly users on cloud. There you go. So here you go. So Insider Gaming, where this article comes from, Insider Gaming was told by sources close to the Game Pass business that the information's report conflates an opinion that developers are scared of profit loss with the fact that the business is already set up to pay developers up front if that's their choice for how they want to structure the deal. So you either get paid by how many people play a game or you get paid up front. What's the problem? Isn't that how exclusive deals also work? Right? What's the deal? It's they're so scared of putting their games on Game Pass. Why? They make money anyway. Who cares how you make your money, right? So yeah. There you go. So again, negative news coming out. Everybody ran with it. Everybody was talking about it. So yeah. When they should be worried, everybody's worried about Xbox's house, when they should be worried about PlayStation's house. You know, because PlayStation has canceled more games this generation than they've released. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's making big old negative articles about it. But Scalebound got canceled. They would have let us live that down for 10 years. Do you remember that? So everybody's over here still trying to make Xbox seem like it's running bad when they shouldn't worry about Xbox. Xbox is running good. The Xbox loyalists, the Xbox gamers, we love what Xbox is doing. Right? Do we agree with 100% of what Xbox is doing? No. But 90% of it, I'm there. I'm there. What do you think, Dredd?
Yeah, I'm there. I don't agree with everything. But you know what? That's the whole point is, you don't just yes,
Mm-hmm.
anything and everything. You got to sit there and, all right, which way am I going? All right. You got to sit there, and make your own decisions. That's part of what we do is inform people.
Yeah. Yeah, DE, yeah, Motors. Redfall should have been canceled, yeah. These guys are so quick to make a mountain out of a molehill. But when an actual mountain shows up, they don't do anything about it. And you don't believe the Xbox tax is real, check this out. Check out these headlines, okay? This is from Gaming Bolt. And shout out to Extension. He did this graphics. So he gathered these. Look at this. What is wrong with Xbox? What the hell happened to Xbox this generation? What the hell is going on with Xbox Game Studios? What the hell, Terry? What the hell is going on with Xbox and Microsoft? What the hell? But PlayStation over here. Dear Sony PlayStation, what the hell is going on? Like what? Do you see this? Dear Sony PlayStation, I'm sorry I had to do this to you. My bad. But what the hell?
Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Yeah, there we go. I'm back. Okay. So don't tell me that the Xbox tax isn't real.
So yeah. What do you think, Terry?
I think he just likes saying a phrase. It's a catchphrase. It's kind of weird that he said "dear."
Yeah, like it's so funny, like
he's writing a letter to them, like
an apology letter.
Like dear Mr. Sony.
Mr. Sony, what the hell is going on? But look at these headlines, right? There's no dear Xbox, dear Microsoft.
Yeah.
Then look at this. All right, so and just so you know, 6 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 2 hours ago, dear Sony PlayStation. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with that. What do you think?
It's like, hey Sony, I love you. Well, what the heck is going on? It's like,
This is how you would talk to like a
he's like-
girlfriend, like
he's
your
like-
wife. You know?
he's like, I have a catchphrase that's part of my branding, but I don't want them to know. I don't want them to be like. I don't want them to know that I mean it. I don't mean it.
Look at this comment right here. Caught in 4K HDR with DLSS on. PSSR on. Yeah, that's right. What do you think of this headlining from this? So PlayStation has canceled more games this generation than they've released. And Gaming Bolt is over here always questioning what the hell. But then when it comes to when PlayStation's messing up, they have an actual mountain of crap going on, and they're like, "Dear Sony PlayStation."
Fanboy at its best.
Don't
all
tell
it
me these guys aren't fanboys, man. Whenever somebody tells me the Xbox tax isn't real, I 100%. I got the proof. The internet's forever. Screen capture this, guys, or go to at Extension up here. He does a lot of these. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So let's see. Oh my God. What the hell is going on? That's what the Lions fans were saying last night. Ouch. Oh. Shout out to hold on, I just lost him. Where'd he go? Hold on. Shout out to Stanley Francois, who says, why aren't the PlayStation people saying to fire PlayStation CEO like they wanted to fire Phil? Yeah, I remember that was on there. Shout out to Game On Jesse. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Xbox, absolutely. Shout out to It's Timon. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, what's up, Axel, Dreadful, and Terry? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Sup?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to find more. Shout out to God Man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Yeah, so they've canceled more games than they've made. And yeah, it is what it is. So there you go. But between this and the fact this little thing, everybody ran with it, but then everybody on the other side, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. It's like that dog on fire meme. You know what I mean?
I'd have it in the background if I could, but seeing that I'm out here, I can't do that.
Right. That dog on fire meme. What is it? Everything is fine. Oh, hold on.
Everything's fine.
Sith Lord actually provided the meme. Here we go. He did. Shout out to Sith Lord. He made this one. This is literally what's happening right now. I don't know. But hey, everybody decided to focus on this one instead of the actual worry of what's happening with PlayStation. And again, I don't want PlayStation to die. I want everybody to do well. I gave on everything. I'm just stating that the media bias is real. That's my point. So yeah. Anybody got anything else on this report by the information?
Nope.
No. Do you think Activision, what is it called, has Activision been disappointing to you, Terry? Let's just get from a gamer's perspective, because that's the other thing. From a gamer's perspective, what have we gotten from the Activision deal? Spyro's on Game Pass, Crash Bandicoot's on Game Pass, Call of Duty, the #1 multiplayer game in the world, is on Game Pass, Diablo 4 is on Game Pass, and I'm talking about consoles here. I know PC has a few more titles. But I think that's it as far as I know. Activision games on Game Pass. Has Activision been a disappointment for you, Terry, as a gamer?
For me, I mean, yes, but for Xbox, no. Me,
What
because
has been disappointing to you as a gamer?
I mean, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't play COD. I hated Diablo 4. I'm a Diablo fan, and I hated 4. So you
She's not a
disappoint
fan
me.
if she hated it.
You disappoint me, Activision. No, Diablo 4 sucked. I hated it. So no. It's the only Diablo I've played and haven't finished. So,
Wow.
I will not go back to that game.
Okay.
So, and Crash, don't care about Crash. You know, Spyro's good, but it's not like they make anything new for Spyro. You know, it's just they did a remake. You know, so
Mhm.
you know, Activision doesn't have anything to offer me as a gamer. They have a lot to offer Xbox and a lot of fans of Activision. You know, Call of Duty. You know, but for me as a gamer, they have nothing for me.
And they have nothing for you as a game. What would make it less of a disappointment for you?
Bring back Star Trek. Which one was it again? Was it Delta? Delta something. Oh, can't remember what it
Delta
is.
Force, isn't it? Or Delta Team or something like that?
Something like that. Like, man, I forgot what it was called. But Activision has locked that game up in the vault for so long. They made 1 and 2. Both of them were fantastic. Bring them back. Bring them back. Most Star Trek games are crap. There's a couple good ones, but most Star Trek games are crap. You know how you were crapping on Indiana Jones for not having a good game?
Yeah.
I feel that way for Star Trek. Most Star Trek games, in my opinion, are crap. So, but those ones were so good. And Activision, bring them back, man. Either remake them or make a third one.
Okay. So Star Trek is what would save it for you.
Yes.
Okay. And guys, there's a poll in the chat. Let us know if as a gamer, Activision has been a disappointment to you. Dreadpool, as a gamer, has Activision been a disappointment to you?
Yes and no. The reason why yes is because I expected more games to come to Game Pass. I expected more of the backwards compatible games to kind of shift over, and we haven't seen that flood of games from Activision's backlog.
Yeah, a lot of those Call of Duties aren't on Game Pass yet.
Yeah, I mean they finally had a good sale on them,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they're still pricey. And again, I expected them to be shifted over. I mean, not just Call of Duty, but a lot of the other games.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but anywho, that's it for me. I gotta run. I'm at my location, and I'll bring you some con stuff from here.
Sounds good. Have a good time,
Have
Dread.
fun.
See ya.
Take care.
So it was Elite Force. Star Trek Elite Force.
Elite Force. Yeah.
1 and 2. They were on PC. Well, 1 was on PC, and then 2 was on PC and PlayStation 2. Fantastic games. Those were the epitome of the best Star Trek games ever made, and they need to bring it back.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Elite Force was probably the best one. It was like a first-person shooter, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. Okay, so for me, Activision has been kind of like a meh. Like I love Diablo, right? So, but I wasn't gonna wait for Game Pass to play Diablo. I played Diablo right away. So I bought it. The disappointment to me is the fact that I can't play Diablo on cloud because of the deal with England. So England ruined it for me, not so much Xbox. But the fact that I can't play Diablo 4 on cloud kind of is disappointing to me, as I love Diablo so much. So yeah, and then the Call of Duty games are neither here nor there for me. I haven't played any of the Call of Duties since Modern Warfare, the first one. So I'm not a Call of Duty gamer. I'm sorry. I just if I go online and play Call of Duty online, I'm just gonna get owned, and I'm not into that. I don't find it fun. But the campaigns are good, I hear. So I might just check out the campaigns. But I kind of want to check them out in order. And the fact that they haven't brought the old Call of Duties to Game Pass for me to play the campaigns is a little disappointing on that front. What else have they had? Activision Blizzard. So Blizzard has brought StarCraft and Diablo 1 to Game Pass, PC Game Pass, which is great. But again, I think there needs to be console ports for that, and they need to be playable on cloud. And then Spyro Reignited Trilogy and Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, and I think even Crash Bandicoot 4 are on Game Pass, so that's cool. For those of you who haven't played those, to play those, I think that'd be fun. I just kind of expected more of their back catalog to come, kind of like the Bethesda back catalog came, right? I guess that expectation was there. They never announced that it would be there, but because they did it before, why wouldn't they do it again, right? And so the fact that it hasn't been done is that's a disappointing aspect to me, right? But that is a gamer's perspective. But Danny Fish said that Activision has been disappointed for the company overall revenue. He didn't say gamers. If this would have been an Activision has been disappointing for gamers, I think he would have had a better article, in my opinion. But the fact that he went for the company, which, we looked at the numbers, and they went back, I think this article falls apart. So I'm kind of like in the middle of the road with Activision because the Game Pass offerings they have so far, I've looked at them and nothing has really called out my name yet. But Diablo 4 is the only real Activision Blizzard game I'm playing right now. Maybe they need to bring out something better. Just saying. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe things will get better. But that's how we feel as gamers. How does the chat feel as gamers?
Oof. All right. As a gamer, has the Activision acquisition been a disappointment to you? 40%. Yes, I am disappointed. Another 40%. No, their games are awesome. And 20% said they don't play Activision games.
Yeah, so right down the middle. Well, okay.
That's pretty tight.
That's pretty tight. Yeah, that's pretty good. So there you go. Overall, that's how the Activision deal has gone to gamers. All right. But that is all the news I have for this week. Terry, is there anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Elite Force, man.
Tell us about Elite Force.
Man, so, oh my gosh. So they made Elite Force, it kind of tied in with Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah, they did. It's the best series ever.
So they went ahead and they made like this game that's based on like the separate away team. So it wasn't like your main away team from the show. They're like, hey, we're going to make an away team on Voyager that you're going to be in charge of. And it's just, you go on these missions and it's first person shooter. So it's just great. And you fight like the Borg and the Hirogen. And it's just such a great game, man. It's so fun. And and I've gone back and I've replayed it. Like, this game is old now, like PS2 and older. You know what I mean?
13 years old. Yeah, it's 13 years old.
So it's you got like your hard shaped, geometry, kind of character design a little bit, but oh yes, gameplay. So this game is just so much fun. If you are a Star Trek fan and you have not played Elite Force 1 or 2, you are missing out on like the best gaming experience of your life for a Star Trek fan. Like these games are just that fun, and they had like and they had like some they had pretty good voice acting in it, and it's for a fan like this game is just great.
Right, so I have one question.
Yes.
Is 7 and 9 in this, and is she properly modeled?
No, because you're like I said, you're playing a separate
So you don't get to see 7 and 9 in this game? 2 out of 10.
To be fair, I don't think she's like in any of the games. To be fair,
yeah. But now I agree with you. Elite Force is probably the best Star Trek game ever made because it was made with action in mind.
Yes.
Although so I do love the Star Trek RTS games. God, what were they called? I forget what the Star Trek RTS games, but me and my friends played the crap out of those, man.
Wasn't that like Star Trek Command? Is that what you're talking about?
I forget what they were called. They were Star Trek. Let me Google it. Let's see, Star Trek RTS games. I don't know what they're called. Star Trek Armada. That's what it was called.
Armada. Okay.
Star Trek Armada. Yeah. Star Trek Armada was amazing. Yeah. So I don't know that I thought that game was great. I thought that game was great. And so yeah. And by the way, the one you're thinking about was Starfleet Command Orion Pirates. I think that's the one you were talking about.
Maybe.
Yeah. Star Trek Armada was fantastic, man. I don't know. I just loved it. All right. Anyways, enough of that. All right. If anybody else has anything else to say, let's see. Sappho says, I have no reason to be disappointed. They're taking a measured approach with ABK on Game Pass. Either way, it doesn't affect me. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm halfway in there. Like, am I disappointed? A little bit because I haven't been able to play the Call of Duties in order. But am I really disappointed? Not really, because I'm not a Call of Duty main guy. And if I was, all I would care about is the newest Call of Duty. Kind of like I'm a Diablo guy, and all I care about right now is Diablo 4 because I've already played all the rest. So yeah. So you see how that works, right? So yeah, definitely. But with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. But of course, we wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVPs to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we're out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And we will catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody.